Captain on the bridge.
Alright, Captains, we are back here on the bridge, and today, yes, we got something to go over from the Star Trek Online X feed, so on screen. Yes, Captains, before we get into this video, do us a huge favor, hit that like button to help the overall channel out. But also, if you're new here, welcome. Consider subscribing here to the YouTube bridge, where we're always on the lookout for like-minded Captains to share our love, passion for Star Trek Online, but also things Star Trek. Now that said, here we go. Yes, Captains, we got some awesome news to go over. So as we normally do, we'll drop the ECs, 2 of them, and then at the end give our conclusion. So first up, the Klingon Empire is recruiting on PC starting Tuesday. So as of the drop of this video, that will be tomorrow. Become a Klingon recruit and earn great rewards while leveling up. So go over the blog here. So the Klingon Empire wants you. It says here Klingon recruitment returns next week on PC, but this they got to work on that. They got to work on that. So the Klingon Civil War is over, and true hard warriors are needed to ensure a glorious future. All Klingons worthy of the name must join the fight. So the Empire has redoubled its recruiting efforts, and from the shadows, the most promising are redirected to a new path. New Klingon captains will be known as Klingon recruits, and they bring with them the backing of their shadowy patron. In 2021, the Klingon starting experience was completely reimagined, meaning that these recruits will also have a completely reworked modern starting story. There will never be a better time to make a Klingon in Star Trek Online, well, until the next Klingon recruitment event, than during the Klingon recruitment event, which runs from January 21st to February 11th. So we're going to keep this date in mind here. We'll circle back to that after this. Characters made during this time will be Klingon recruits, and they will earn a host of new benefits and rewards to aid them in their leveling experience. Klingon recruits are designed to emphasize the unique experience of being a warrior of the Empire. They have a number of advantages designed to close the gap that exists between new characters and characters that have been in Star Trek Online for years, all built around the glories of combat. But these recruits have a secondary responsibility. Their mysterious patron is dead set on removing enemies of the Empire. After contacting Klingon recruits during the tutorial, they are likely to move against these enemies, attaching additional dangers and rewards to missions along the Klingon storyline. Recruits who succeed against these enemies will find themselves with a new T6 bird of prey that scales with their level. Each recruit's own transponder will give them details of their objectives. Klingon recruits will have a list of goals that they can achieve at any time, and completing these goals will see them rewarded with equipment, marks, and other rewards. Many are not only beneficial to the Klingon recruit, but to all characters on the same account. Completing story arcs will reward you with a unique ground universal kit. Completing ambush kills in space and melee kills on the ground will unlock a starship trait and ground personal trait. And all 3 of these rewards can be shared for all your characters on your account. Klingon recruits can only be created during the Klingon recruit event. These recruits can be recognized by the Klingon symbol next to their names. All Klingon recruits will have an inherent bonus trait during the Klingon recruit event of periodically granting a cache of Dilithium ore upon defeating enemies, a bonus which extends to your entire group. The recruit's mysterious patron appreciates the allies of their ally. This trait will only be available during the event and will be gone once the Klingon recruitment event ends. So gather your Dilithium ore while you can. It's so negligible. It's like 10 Dilithium ore per drop. It's nice if you're starting, but man, is it ever just very, very tiny amounts. Additional rewards are gained by leveling up, playing through story content through the Klingon Civil War story arc, and finding special Klingon recruit objectives on certain mission maps. Many of the same things that players do while leveling their characters will earn Klingon recruits improved rewards. Some highlights include, of course, the T6 scaling bird of prey, which is recruit and account wide unlock. So just because you make the one Klingon, it doesn't mean you can make another one and they'll have access to the same ship. The starship trait that improves windows of opportunity to cloak safely during combat and improves rewards for doing so. You see recruit and account. Special Batlet that scales as you perform melee kills. Ground personal trait that provides scaling bonuses. Endeavor perk experience bonus. Ground universal kit. Piezoelectric execution scepter. Very rare duty officer with crit energy weapons officer trait. Unique duty officer and admiralty card. And lots more, including gear, upgrades, marks, elite marks, and dilithium to help kickstart the recruit, as well as account-wide marks, elite marks, dilithium upgrades to share the glory. So that is the ship right there. That is actually a good-looking ship, and is a great take of the BOP, and a design with the Stowe sort of a Discovery, or I should say Star Trek Discovery look, but also Star Trekized, actually like in canon. You like that word? Anyways. The Machala, or Machla, or whatever you want to call that, I call it Machala, refit bird of prey. With the recent return of the House of Mokai warriors to the fold, previously lost to time, and Akar's influence, Klingon engineers have gained a boon. Some of these warriors are engineers who carry with them secrets of the ancient Klingon technology that guided the Empire before the houses were united. They have combined with the modern technology and ship design to make some startling breakthroughs. The first of which is the Mashla refit bird of prey. This ship, designed for new Klingon recruits, is a breakthrough in technology that allows mass production on a scale that Klingon Empire had never before reached. So here's some of the information of the ship. It is a tier 6 ship, so just because you get it early on, it doesn't mean that it's not good enough for endgame content, because it will scale up with you, as mentioned before. So here is some of the information on it. So again, it has a 4 weapon layout and 2 in the aft. Stations: Commander Universal, Lieutenant Commander. So sorry, Commander Universal, Lieutenant Commander Universal, Lieutenant Commander Universal, and Lieutenant Universal. So very versatile. You can get through definitely the story with this ship alone. Consoles: 4 attack, 3 inch, 2 psi. You can see there all the other. It has an enhanced battle cloak, universal console, enhanced induction coils, which of course for newer captains, this is more for the newer captains. You can use that on any future ship. Can equip dual cannons, has raider flanking, meaning if you are shooting the aft of your enemy from behind, you get a little bit of bonus damage. Now, the one thing about this ship that is so good is this right here, the starship trait that it comes with, Withering Barrage. So right now, currently as the recording of this video, current time in Stowe's life, Cannon Scatter Volley is one of the best bridge officer abilities, and what this does is extend that trait. So from 15 seconds, I believe, or 10 seconds, it goes up to 15 or whatever have you. But it extends it to the max and then has a very short cooldown. So that's really, really good trait to have for your account to start things off. Of course, there's the Admiralty stats: inch 33, side 21, tack 54, and when it's alone, you slot it alone there, plus 35 tack when alone. So again, this is more catered. I'm doing this for the benefit of the newer captains reading all this. So it is great opportunity. Now we're going to quickly hop onto the Stowe bridge here, show you caps. So this is my 2 Klingon recruits. I think I first made this one. So I made a Disco, aka STD tune. As you can see, that is the ship that he's still gonna fly and probably gonna fly forever. Now I don't use these tunes, but I did make a second one because I wanted to give this one a different ship, the legendary bird of prey. Now, this sign over here, this little insignia right there, means it is a recruit. So tomorrow, when this thing goes live, you will see the Klingon symbol here kind of shining, and that will be an indication of for you to pick, choose it, and that will be the start of your Klingon recruit. Now, having said that, I'm going to go over to this tune. Having said that, you still need to go through the tutorial to get a certain device, and that's the transponder device, and that will have a lot of the objectives, or all the objectives you need to sort of check off the list to get the rewards. So here's the ship right there. Again, it looks pretty cool. It's like a bot, but just modified. I wasn't a fan, or I'm not a fan, to be honest with you, of the Disco Klingons, but I'm glad that they actually kind of modernized it to look like this, because this looks really cool. So that's a ship that you get and you can use until endgame, because you can't upgrade this, and it is a T6 ship. So having said that, the transponder that you'll get is right here, encrypted Klingon receiver. Now when you double click on that, you will see the objectives here.
I have been in contact
That you need to get the reward. Now, particularly for this ship, to get that, under slay enemies of the Empire. So defeat specific foes, find and defeat enemies of the Empire in certain missions. So this is the second objective. So here, as you can see, eliminate Uljan, enemy of the Empire. Enemy of the Empire encountered during the mission, bringing down the house. Now, when you go to episodes here in the Empire, when you go, Warzone, bringing down the house is the second story tab right there under Warzone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 missions in, you'll be able to get this ship. You'll get a starter ship, you'll get like a bird of prey ship, but this is the mission where you're going to get that. So along with that, again, you get others like here. You'll get more marks and rewards and such. As you can see, I have not worked and or finished on these, but the good thing about this is you can definitely work on this at any time, even after the actual event is over. All you got to do is get this encrypted Klingon receiver, which you get during the tutorial mission. So you have to finish it first before getting this device. So once you get the device, you'll be able to do the rewards at your own leisure at any time. So keep that in mind. Again, this is for more my newer captains coming into Star Trek Online. So I thought we would show you that. We'll go back here to the blog, but that starts again tomorrow. Have fun. It's a great story, and then you have all those episodes to go through. You should be able to get the majority of that stuff done on the checklist on the transponder just by doing the story alone. So there's that. Next up, hit the drills, captains on Xbox and PlayStation. So for the console bridge, earn bonus Dilithium ore throughout the game this week. So bonus Dilithium, so captains on Xbox and PlayStation get a bonus Dilithium throughout the game and save 20% on ships in the Dilithium store. So that is great. So again, on Xbox, PlayStation, from January 21st to the 25th, so just for the weekend, essentially. And additionally, you can enjoy a discount of 20% on ships in the Dilithium store. As you can see, this is where you get all the bonuses. The Vlugta asteroid field, 100% bonus to the Dilithium ore for daily missions and the rich Dilithium claims, along with the fleet Dilithium. Everywhere else in the game, 50% Dilithium ore. Or Dilithium rewards from completing event reputation projects no longer receives a bonus. I miss those days because we made a lot of bill there. But please note the Dilithium event does not also affect the Endeavor system. We hope you enjoy. So again, that is for the console bridge. That is going on from the 21st to the 25th. Now, the main event of this video, we get the announcement of the first event campaign for 2025. So for my newer caps, this is a great opportunity to get and start your stroke career with great prizes. Okay, we'll go over here and we'll still keep dropping the easy. So do you believe in a no-win scenario? So on PC, take the test to earn your Merchantman Freighter and kick off your progress for the 2025 event campaign. So not only that is the start of the 2025 event campaign, but you get a free ship. Go ahead over here. Now, do you believe in a no-win scenario? Okay, on PC, battle the Kobayashi Maru and the Arena of Sompak during the special event. Unlock the Merchantman Freighter and earn progress for the new event campaign. So, from across the quadrants, captains of all species and creeds understand the value of occasionally pushing themselves to the limits to find out just how far their equipment and their willpower can take them, and just how much fight they can muster when the situation is at its direst. Screw your courage to its sticking place and dive headlong into the classic test of mettle. Dare to face the no-win scenario. So this event will include multiple TFOs previously featured individually in a combined featured event that will allow players to choose their preferred test each day, while earning daily progress toward a new grand prize reward. Defend the Kobayashi Maru in a starship-based simulation in a hazard-strewn space environment, or take on wave after wave of randomized enemy encounters within dangerous confines of the Arena of Sompak. So participating in this event will be your first chance to earn progress in our 2025 event campaign, and it will give all players the opportunity to earn the new Merchantman Freighter Tier 4 ship. So for newer captains, Tier 4 is not, it is lower than Tier 6. I can't say that it's still viable for endgame unless you build it out correctly with all the latest and best equipment and traits and all that stuff. But it's a ship that's just probably going to be fun to use. I'm not going to lie to you. But it is also for your entire account. And for those who get into or are into the Admiralty system, probably a really good card to use. So keep reading for details on the ship, how you can participate in the event, and what additional prizes may be earned. So take the tests again. So the two existing activities will be participating in this event. So the Arena of Sompak, that's a ground TFO, and Kobayashi Maru space TFO. Now, both of these, as you can see here, will require a minimum stage for you to complete to count as the daily. For the Ground of Sompak or the Arena of Sompak, it's round 7. Kobayashi Maru space TFO round 6. So I think between the two, if I remember correctly, the ground one is much faster. So there is that. That's my recommendation. But if you just want your space pews, well then there you go. You can also have that too. I think they're both still less than 10 minutes regardless. So while most of the action players will engage in during these TFOs have not changed for this event, a few minor adjustments have been made to each that will present for the length of the event's run. As noted above, each has a fixed duration during the event prior to the designated ending point. Neither can be failed. During this event, the untimed/infinite versions of the TFOs will be temporarily disabled. Each completion will reward a choice of all marks, replacing the usual marked rewards. Both TFOs have had their cooldown timers temporarily disabled. So, one of the tips that we can give newer captains is in these events, you can get and stockpile reputation marks, and that's going to be one of the rewards that you pick there at the end, where you click the boxes there and you can use them to build up your reputation. So when they open up to you, so great opportunity to get started. You can of course review your results if you wanted to, but the important thing is this is part of the 2025 event campaign, or event number 7. So the No-Win Scenarios event will be the first event that will participate in the latest installment of our multi-event system known as an event campaign. You'll need to participate in 6 in total in order to earn the grand prize of a Tier 6 ship, Infinity promotional ship of course, but like the premium ship, 2 free Tier 6 Zen store coupons, and 1,500 lobi. So not only that, you get a chance to get all the ships that have been released up to 2024. So any ships that were released in 2024 will now be in this new event campaign as a prize. And we just had a video going over the recent ones. We'll probably link that at the end. Actually, that video is coming up. No, that video is going to be releasing. But what we did release was actually the recommendations for the 2 Tier 6 Zen store coupons and the 1,500 lobi. So yeah, we'll definitely link those in the description below. So the No-Win Scenarios event is 14 days worth, but it doesn't mean after the 14 days that you can stop the reward, because you can keep doing the event once you gain the reward. which of course is right here. The ship itself, 3 featured TFO boxes, single character reward, of course. So open this on your main character, or what will be your main character, or your first character. Each gives a choice of 1 specialization point or enhanced universal tech upgrade, and 25k dilithium ore. So here is the ship itself. So I did not know about the ship, or forgot about it, or really altogether didn't really remember it. But the Merchantman is this ship right here that was in Star Trek. Now, if you go to the Memory Alpha, so the Merchantman was a small civilian Merchantman type freighter in service during the late 23rd century. In 2285, Klingon operative Valkyris hired the Merchantman to carry classified Federation data regarding the Genesis device to a Klingon bird of prey commanded by Krug. After Krug learned that Valkyries had viewed the data, he ordered the Merchantman destroyed with all aboard. So this is where they're grabbing this ship reward from. It's a very interesting ship, and again, it's not going to be quote unquote end game viable, but I'm pretty sure people will be able to build it enough to be able to at least do the event if you so choose. Now, we'll just probably leave this in the description below. Everything that we go over will be in the description below, guys. So if you want to go over this, you definitely can. But really, quickly, we're going to go. Freighters and transports are large vessels designed for trade and long-range cargo hauling. Almost all space-faring races utilize freighters, and half or as long as space travel has been viable. The Merchantman line of freighters represents independence and freedom from the primary powers of the galaxy, and is typically flown by those who value their own merchant empires above any faction, territory, colony, or empire that they may have once called home. So the Merchantman freighter, this is one of the features of the ship. The Merchantman freighter interior has a number of amenities, including a trade duty officer assignment contact, which is non-standard on most starships. Both you and your allies can access the trader. Also assigned with the freighter interior is a quartermaster. Quartermaster can sell you and your allies commodities at a discounted rate. A similar discount applies when you make any energy credit purchase while on board your ship. For all instances, from sector space, freighter stores. The interior also includes access to your bank, exchange, and mail, all of which are accessible to you and your allies. So you don't have to ever go to ESD, Kronos, wherever it is. You can actually go to the bridge of your ship. The Merchantman freighter has access to a secure subspace channel to call in a security transport ship. Security transport will allow you to access prisoner transfer and contraband assignments. Security transport is not a combat support vessel. It can only be called when in sector space. It is accessible to you and your allies. Finally, the Merchantman freighter comes with a transwarp drive that will allow you to access the furthest corners of the quadrant. The transwarp drive will allow you to instantly access most exploration clusters. Note, like many older transwarp drives, the freighter's transwarp has a small chance to fail. Never have had to do that, but there you go. Merchantman freighters are not designed as a combat vessel. They come with minimal armaments, designed only to ward off pirates and other would-be threats. You can switch to your freighter from any ship interior. Once you're done using it, switch back to the ship from your freighter interior. Again, here is the ship details. Again, it is for the 4 weapons, you got 3 aft 2, device slots 3. Look at that universal station. 1 Lieutenant Universal, 1 Lieutenant Commander Universal, and 1 Ensign Universal. You can have fun with that. Consoles, 2 TAC, 2 Psi, and 2 Eng. So again, the bonus rewards, after you complete the event, you can definitely still get more dilithium upon your completion of the event. So the first one will begin at 8,000, and then it scales up 1,000 more after each day that you do the event. You do have a Zen buyout option. I don't recommend it. Like I said, these are less than 10 minutes to complete. So definitely you can do that if you so choose, if you have the resources, and of course, if you know you don't have time. Because again, this actually goes towards the main event, or the main prize of the event campaign. Again, second chance, you can earn a second chance at this. So once the event has ended, your opportunity to earn progress points will have passed. However, the The event system will store that progress that you made long after the event has expired. Based on this stored progress, the option to buy out the rewards will remain available for a new second chance session of the Zen store. The price for this buyout is the same as it was offered while the event is active and scales the same manner based on the amount of progress points you occurred. So again, our recommendation is just do the reward and keep doing it after so you can get the bonus points, or the progress points I should say. So again, availability. So no win scenarios will become available for players on PC starting January 21st and running through February 11th. And then for my PlayStation and Xbox captains, they are aiming for this event to start February 18th. So this date, I want to touch base a little bit here, because what that probably means is after this event, the anniversary event will start, and or could be possibly during sometime in the middle of this. It's not uncommon to have two events run at the same time, so keep an eye on that. We will definitely make sure that we let you know, captains, here on the channel, if that indeed is the case. But again, we're starting the year 2025 off with a bang. Why? We've covered on the channel, but we should be able to have a free Pathfinder, if you don't have that ship, be given to us again tomorrow on the 21st. You'll have a chance to get this free ship, tier 4 though, but still through this event, and also start the actual event campaign of 2025 to earn 3, maybe even 4 or 5 ships. Now, quickly, we're going to go back again since the blog here is done. I should leave it there on the scene on that shot there, but we'll go back quickly on the Stowe Bridge to show you, caps, and give you guys an idea. So the event campaign here, this is what it is, and you have to get 4,200 progress to get these prizes. Now, I got the 4,200 progress on the 4th campaign, I believe around the end of it, beginning or halfway of it. And that's just been doing the events every day that it's on. So as you can see, last year, 2024, event campaign number 6, it started off with Defense of Pavo, then went Tholian Trouble, Demon Hunting, A Good Day to Die, Flagship Celebration, and then the last one that just ended, The Feast. Now, if you're on PlayStation, this will again just be starting later, because actually, recording this video, the last event, The Feast, is actually still on, going right now on the console bridge. But this is so worth it. This is so worth it. Before this, we can only pick one of these. Now we can pick all of them. We're gonna get all of them. And the reward info, again, all you got to do is to make sure you just want to click on that. You can then see what will be available to you here. This is not showing the ships from last year, but this will add 10 more ships to this list from 2024. But even then, look how much choices you have to go over, especially if you're a newer captain. You have a lot to choose from. The 2 tier 6 ships, you can use any ships or get any 2 ships other than the newer ships that have been released, just like the 13th and 14th anniversary events and or like the Heritage Bundle. Now, saying that, I will say that on console, you can actually get any of the ships. And I've said that already in the video that'll be upcoming, but just throwing that out there. They could change that out, they can patch that out, so just be aware of that. But as it stands right now, with my 100% coupon, I can get any of the ships that they've released, even the most recent ones. And of course, you have the low buy. This in itself has ships that you can choose from, and that's 1,500 low buy. Each ship is 900. So if you wait for a sale, you can definitely get even more ships from the low buy store. So this is a great event, and really the announcement that we have been actually waiting for, just to see what this event, the first event, was going to be. And well, you know, last time, I believe a couple of years ago, or last year, no, a couple of years ago, when we got this event, we got actually the Kobayashi Maru itself and the Klingon ship, which is the equivalent to a tier 4, the freighter. And It's just good to have. Again, I personally use it just for Admiralty, but now we're going to be able to add this, or this will be your first to add to your fleet. So again, a great way to start off 2025, especially for newer captains. For recruitment events, you're going to get a free ship, free prize, of course work towards the grand prize of the event campaign, and of course we get the Pathfinder that will be releasing. So great time to start Star Trek Online, in my opinion, though we know that Star Trek Online is going through a lot of growing pains right now with the transition to Deca. I still think that still has a great future and has some good life left in it yet. So Caps, that's going to be the video. Just wanted to go over especially this piece of new information from the X feed. So do us a favor, hit the like button, comment below, let us know what you're going to do with your freighter. Also, if you're going to be creating another or your first Klingon recruit. And of course, subscribe here to the YouTube Bridge, and we'll leave it on this note.
Live long and prosper.